So it didn't seem to take Griselda very long to release their next project right after releasing Who Made the Sunshine, which was, I believe, released like 2 weeks ago. 1 week later, they released their new project from Benny the Butcher, Burden of Proof. And I didn't listen to this upon initial release, and that was because at the time I didn't really feel like it, and it was also just because of the kind of taste I was left with Who Made the Sunshine, because I liked Who Made the Sunshine, but my issue with it was that it was a little repetitive. It sounded in a lot of ways like he just tried to make Pray for Paris again. And while I do love Pray for Paris, West Side Gun's Who Made the Sunshine, I haven't really revisited many tracks in it, and it felt like a little repetitive to me. But Griselda this year, besides that one project, has really only given me things to just really enjoy and love. Other projects like From King to a God by Conway, which is still a top 10 project for me. Other things like the Lulu project, also by Conway. And in that same realm, well, he wasn't Griselda, but I guess, I'm not going to count. I was going to say Alfredo, but he only works with Griselda a lot. He's not at all a segment of Griselda. But the point more is that Griselda's been releasing like crazy recently. Also that Versace tape, which I actually wasn't a big fan of. But Griselda's been releasing like crazy lately. They've been releasing constant projects. This is, I believe, the second project Benny's been on this year. He had his thing with the Soprano family back in July, which I haven't heard yet. But I went into this with the expectation to just kind of enjoy it and leave it at that and do a little quick video on it. It wasn't really much, it was because just of what Griselda was at the time. I mean, it didn't really seem like Benny the Butcher would come out to make like the best Griselda thing of the year easily. It seemed like he would just create another good project to put under the pile of good Griselda projects this year. So that was most of my expectation going into this. However, I decided I'd give it a chance, obviously, because I know I would enjoy it, because I do enjoy Griselda as a whole, and I do think Benny the Butcher is an incredibly talented artist. We open up this album with... Actually, I'm not sure. I think this album is all produced by Hit Boy. I think it might be. I'm not sure, though. If it's all produced by Hit Boy, I'll comment on this verse. If we're comparing the other Hit Boy record this year, King's Disease, and this, I personally preferred this in a production standpoint. I thought the production was a lot more varied and a lot more interesting, and I think maybe it was just better for Benny than it was for Nas. I love Nas's King's Disease, don't get me wrong, but I'm just commenting on this one side of it, the production. But going into the track list of Burden of Proof, we open up with like one of the best openings of the year. This opening like really got me in the mood for this album, and it really like set the bar high for other tracks. It's just the self-titled track. It is such a fun song. It has such great energy. The radiating trumpets on it feel grand, but like important. There's like a little skit at the end of like a mafia boss. It's great. It is such a fun, energetic track. What's up, little cat? By the way, my cat's named Kanye. That's just a little side comment. I got a new cat recently, and I named him Kanye. Now, what's up, Kanye? He's just jungling, jimming around. But point is that this is one of the best openings he could have done. This was energetic, fun, exciting, and really just hungry track. Then we go into Where Would I Go, which is a celebration on fame. I don't know what he's doing back there. It's a celebration on fame and success. It was very entertaining, and it did feature a great Rick Ross performance. A better Rick Ross performance than Evolution, which I actually realized when listening to this project. This wasn't just because I listened to these two albums like back to back. I realized that Evolution and Burden of Proof have a lot more similarities than you think they would. There are tracks that have the exact same name, have the exact same theme, and initially I thought, it's probably just a coincidence, except for now I'm realizing that this came out right before, a week before it. So, in a lot of ways, Evolution kind of just looks like it's stealing from every other 2020 album. But point more is that this was a fun track that had a great Rick Ross performance, and I really enjoyed it. Sly Green is another solid track once again. Great production and energy. There's not as much to say on this track, but it definitely fits at the album, and I definitely would keep it if I had the choice to remove it or keep it. Without question, I would keep it. Then we have One Way Flight, which was one of my more anticipated tracks in this album, because whenever I see Freddie Gibbs featuring on an album now, it means, are you clawing the back of my chair, buddy? Okay. Whenever I see Freddie Gibbs featuring on a new song, I'm instantly excited. And that's because this man knows how to flow. He knows how to rhyme. He knows how to have great energy. This is the man who made Alfredo, Pinata, and Bandana. 3 great projects. So whenever I hear him on an album, I'm always really excited. He has amazing energy on this track. It's a very much more uplifting track than I think the other features he's done recently. He had a feature on the Conway project. This is such a fun song. It's a really lovable, entertaining song. It's a little more catchy. It's kind of like the Mr. Right Now. Just to draw parallels between other 2020 albums, it's kind of like the Mr. Right Now of this album. If you know what I'm referencing, Mr. Right Now was the one, it was the song on, it was the song, the big single that came off of Savage Mode 2 by 21 Savage and Metro Boomin. Great song, though. One Way Flight is a lot of fun. Famous is another really great celebration track, but it has a little bit of an interesting commentary on fame. It's kind of about, I like the way he talks about it. He talks about how he has like this, like he feels like he's really rich, has like can get these yachts all because of this rap, but he doesn't actually feel famous. Like he doesn't feel like everybody knows his name. And I thought that was an interesting commentary. It was an interesting angle to take rather than just celebrating success, kind of taking an angle of, I don't feel very famous. One day Benny will. Benny is going to blow up, man. I know Benny is going to blow up. Then we have Timeless, another great track with amazing energy on. Shh. It has a really great Big Sean and Lil Wayne features on it too. I might just take. I'm going to remove the cat real quickly. This track has verses from Lil Wayne and Big Sean, and they both do a lot better than I thought they would. I had this weird suspicion that both of them would kind of phone this in, because they kind of can, but both of them brought great energy. Big Sean, both Lil Wayne, both of them just went in on the beat to make this a very entertaining and really solid track in my opinion. New Streets is a great streets anthem. It has a very quick, straight to the point sound to it. It's only around 2 minutes. It's one of the quickest songs on the album, but it's also one of the most enjoyable songs on the album. Over the Limit, another great song with great production on it. Some of my favorite production, honestly, on this album. There's a great hook from Don Ketty on this, and has a very fun and engaging sound. It's a really solid track with really great, just general moralization to it, and I really enjoyed it. It's actually a really good highlight for this album. Really great track. Trade It All is a little bit more of an emotional side to this album, which every single person of Griselda likes to do, give a little emotional hit at the end. It's a song that feels a little bit more of like a ode to his friends that are in prison, saying things like, I trade it all to get you out of, like, to get you back with me. It's a really great song. There's a little bit more of a meaningful side to it. And like, I haven't mentioned this a lot. I should mention it more. Benny's energy on every track is incredible. He has such an energetic voice, and he sounds so hungry on every track. And it really comes across on this one. Thank God I Made It is another really great track on finding success, introspective. It's not it's not one of the highlights for me, honestly, but I did really enjoy it, and I think it has a really cool sample it has a really good sample as the hook. Warpaint is his collaboration that he's going to have to do with Conway and Westside, because that's what they got to do on all their albums now, just give that track with the other two, but it's a great track. Everybody kills it on this. However, I did start to realize how much Benny has become, like, I think in my opinion as a rapper, he's my new favorite member of Griselda. And then it's Benny, Westside. No, Benny, Conway, Westside. Westside used to be my favorite, but like after listening to more Benny and Conway, I like both of them more. This is a great track. It has a really great sound to it. And honestly, everybody just killed their verses. It also has better production than the other tracks that these guys have done together. Legend is a great outro. It's basically Joyner Lucas's Legend, which I'm not sure was the outro, but it was one of the final tracks on Evolution. But they're very similar tracks, but obvious, I don't know why they are. Wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if just Joyner ripped it off. But it's a really great track. It has a little bit more of an upbeat sound to it about being a legend. And honestly, yeah, Benny is, at least in the hip-hop community, he's a legend. In the world, in like the whole musical world, no, not yet, not really there, but great track overall, great outro. This surprised me, because this was easily the best thing honestly Griselda's released all year. There have been a lot of projects Griselda's dropped this year, but none of them have had the same smooth production, great hungry rapping, amazing features, amazing content, not even one skippable track on this thing. Honestly, I liked this more than From King to a God, because I have had a couple tracks on From King to a God to revisit often, but nothing on that album has been quite nearly as just nothing this year Griselda's made has been nearly this good. Just this energetic and fun. This is such an enjoyable project for me, honestly. I hate to give it like the same level as a lot of other albums I've talked about this year, but truth be told, this was a ton of fun. This had some of the best energy of the year. My personal favorite Griselda album this year. Honestly, you know, this might actually be like top 5 album of the year for me. I enjoyed the hell out of this. It was such a surprise to me because I didn't expect to love this. I expected to like it. I'd give it like a quick review, but I'm giving this a full-on album review because I just loved it so much. While I can't go on and go to the A or A plus categories because really only one album has reached A this year. That's Only Circles by Mac Miller. This was still such a solid project. I really enjoyed the hell out of this. And if I'm being honest, moving aside a bit, I'm feeling a solid A- for this. I want to go higher. It's way closer to A than other Conway, or like than Pray for Paris honestly was. Pray for Paris is on that bridge of A- and B+. This is on the bridge of A- and A. This was a ton of fun. I absolutely loved this. Everybody on this track killed it. The reason why I didn't give this an A-, by the way, was because I felt an A- for Alfredo, and I honestly don't think if Alfredo is an A-, then this is an A-, because this is not better than Alfredo, because Alfredo was fucking incredible. What do you guys think on Burden of Proof by Benny the Butcher? Do you guys love it? Do you guys hate it? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll be doing some more TPAP videos this week, and then I will be giving you my third review of Catching Up, New Beginnings by, what's-his-face? I'll be reviewing the New Beginnings album by Reason, the first Top Dog album of the year. I'm actually really excited to hear this, not because I think I'm going to hear like Top Dog Entertainment stuff on this, but it has a lot of cool features. I remember seeing a lot of cool features on it. I can't remember exactly who, but there were some entertaining features on that. And on top of that, it's Top Dog, and Top Dog is Kendrick. So if that means anything, I just want to hear the closest thing to a new Kendrick project. I need new Kendrick right now. See you guys next time. I don't know how long this review will be. It probably isn't too short. See you guys next time. Bye.